Start this match off, and we're underway. Schneier with a great pass. Gabi goes right back to Schneier, handled by Barry. Breisinger handled by Zendoya. Phillips is going to back row set Paulson, blocked by Gunther, dumped over by Ray Peck for the first point of the match.
And that's exactly what we were talking about. Taller setter who was able to see that there was an opening right there on the right side of the court, dumps it over. First point goes to Barry.
Whittle's second service of the match. Goes right at Schneier again. Phillips with the save out of the net. Bassett punches it over. Barry with a nice placement. Seeing that back left corner was open, Ellie Paulson did everything she could. Ellie Alfonso, did everything she could to get it. Could not come up with it. It is 2-0 Barry.
That, unfortunately, the dig attempt did not work very well for Jackie Schneier.
Once again, going outside to Schneier. Schneier's going to be long, no touch. It's 3-0 Barry. First three serves right at Jackie Schneier. Schneier's handled them all. Whittle at 3-0. Schneier overhead. Barry, Breisinger to Ray-Pack to Gunther, handled by Oglethorpe. Going outside, dumped over. Ray-Pack dumps again. Zendoya tries to recover it but can't. And Barry goes up 4-0.
Real quickly, Oglethorpe out of sorts. The digs are not there as of yet. The sets have not been clean, and they've not really got any attack opportunities to score points. Barry taking advantage right now as they are out of sorts.
Whittle goes at Zendoya. Phillips goes outside to Rosenthal, who pushes it over. Breisinger to Ray-Pack, back to Breisinger, handled nicely by Zendoya. Set to Rosenthal. She swings and picks up the first kill and the first point for Oglethorpe. Great set by Gabi. Phillips puts it on the left-hander's kill hand, and she puts it to the floor. 4-1, Jackie Schneier serves with Oglethorpe trailing by 3. Schneier's short serve, off the net, it's in, it's good.
We'll call that shooter's touch on that one. You get the soft roll over the net. 4-2, 2 straight points where they look like they're back in rhythm.
Schneier's second serve. This one going deep. Breisinger handles it. Going to go outside. Gunther pushes it over. Phillips is going to go outside. Paulson pushes it deep. Just a little long, about 6 inches long. And Barry will get the side out in the point to make it 5-2.
Good idea by Ellie Alfonso there, trying to hit back left corner. Unfortunately, just had a little too much mustard on the hot dog as that one went out.
Emily Ray-Pack serving now at 5-2 for Barry. Deep serve, Zendoya handles it. Phillips going to Schneier on the back row. She'll roll it off the block. Ray-Pack going back to Molly Bergen, the right side hitter, handled by Oglethorpe. Quick to Bassett, she pushes it, handled by Whittle. Whittle goes to Jazzy Innes on the back row set, but Innes at the 10-foot line drills it into the net. Oglethorpe gets the side out. Emily Sangstock checks in to play middle blocker on the front row. Sophia Zendoya serving for the Stormy Petrels. Innes, Breisinger, Innes from the back row, handled by Schneier. Phillips is going to go back to Rosenthal. She rips it just a little bit long and wide. Barry point inside out at 6-3, and Peyton Breisinger serving.
Once again, Gabi Phillips, nice set there, unfortunately for Kate Rosenthal, just a little bit. And you could see they are amped up, the Oglethorpe women, trying to come up with the big hit every single time.
Schneier to Phillips, going outside. Ellie Alfonso, beautiful placement, pushed it, it's in. Tight cut, opposite side goes in. It's 6-4 now. Deficit cut to 2. Kate Rosenthal serving for Oglethorpe. Rosenthal, Ray-Pack saves it. Innes puts it straight down.
Wow, what a play by Ray-Pack. That's a ball that's up against the net. Looks like she's going to have a hard time staying out of the net. She has a perfect set cross court to Jazzy Innes, who just catches it in rhythm and hammers one home.
Well, it's 7-4 Barry. Checking in is Olivia Mallow at the middle blocker spot. Checking in to serve is Jen Ayton. Phillips goes outside to Alfonso, blocked nicely by Bergen and Mallow. It's going to be a point for Berry. They're up 8-4.
One thing to look at with Berry, they've got three different young ladies who have over 20 blocks. You're talking about Bergen. You also talk about Ray-Pack and Innes right now, who has 30.
Ayton serve, handled by Alfonso. Sangstock rips it, but it's blocked back by Mallow. The huge height difference here. You know, a minute ago we saw Ellie Alfonso at 5'5", blocked handily by the 6'1" Molly Bergen. That time the block comes from Mallow,
who comes in at 5'10", so a definite size advantage for Berry University.
Ayton's serve handled by Schneer, who goes outside to Alfonso. Looked like it came off the block. Berry scrambling, it's going to go down, and Oglethorpe cuts the deficit to 4. It's 9-5, and Ellie Alfonso is going to serve for Oglethorpe. Checking in for Berry is Whittle, the libero.
Also looked like number 20 checked in, Cypress Gunther.
Yep. All righty. Alfonso serving at 9-5. Innes serve receive to Ray-Pack, who goes to Mallow, who puts it down in that back corner. There was no defender there. Nice placement, nice kill. 10-5 Berry. Molly Bergen goes back to serve.
You talked about Coach Scherer yesterday, spent about 30 minutes just working on defense. I'm sure she's going to want that to tighten up soon.
Bergen handled by Zendoya. Back row set to Kate Rosenthal, and Berry cannot handle it. Rosenthal picks up her second kill of the match. Oglethorpe down 10-6. Caitlin Bassett checks in to the front row to play middle blocker, and Sophia St. Clair checks in to play the back line and serve here, down 10-6.
I've noticed right now for Oglethorpe, the success has been long kill attempts. Anything at the net, unfortunately, they've ran up against resistance.
Innes, free ball over. Schneer to Phillips, back row to Alfonso, off the block from Mallow. Bergen's going to roll one over. Alfonso handles it. Goes outside to Schneer. Whittle handles it, but it goes over on the one ball, and Ray-Pack is going to get caught in the net there. Oglethorpe picks up the point. Really nice rally, nice result for Oglethorpe. Cuts the deficit to 3, and St. Clair serves down 10-7.
Once again, a really good play by Gabby Phillips, realizing they were scrambling on defense. Quick dump over and got the point.
St. Clair goes at Innes, tight. Ray-Pack goes up, and there you talked earlier about that 5'10" setter. We saw it right there. She takes the ball, goes up with two hands like she's going to set, and then just kills it over for the point. Berry up 11-7 with Jazzy Innes serving. Ellie Alfonso handles it easily. Schneer off the Phillips set, blocked. There's going to be a call. They've got Olivia Mallow in the net. It's going to be a kill for Schneer on that air by Berry. And now Gabby Phillips goes back to serve, down 3, 11-8.
A lot of back and forth after an early rally for Berry, so good response right now by the Oglethorpe women.
Going to go outside to Mallow, handled easily by Ellie Alfonso. Schneer off the block by Bergen. Bergen's going to set Mallow, handled by Sophia Zendoya. Back row set to Alfonso. She dumps it over, handled easily by Breisinger. Breisinger with the big rip. A really great diving attempt by Ellie Alfonso, but it was just a little tight to the net post, and Gabby Phillips could not come up with it. It's 12-8 Berry, and Kate Whittle serves now for Berry, up 4. Whittle handled by Alfonso. She's going to go outside to Rosenthal. The southpaw drills it, but Whittle handles it. A quick set. Gunther's handle. Breisinger off the block. Alfonso gets it. She's going to back set Rosenthal, who hammers it home. A great swing by Kate Rosenthal. Puts it to the floor. Oglethorpe cuts the deficit to 3 again. It's 12-9 Berry, and Jackie Schneer is going to serve.
Great rally there. They had a couple of block attempts that kept the rally alive. And then Kate Rosenthal again going deep corner with a nice kill.
Breisinger's pass a little tight. Rosenthal goes over, but handled by Ray-Pack. Alfonso, Bergen overhands it. It's going to go to Innes from the back row. She rolls one over. Zendoya handles it. They're going to go to Rosenthal again. Ray-Pack with good hustle. Breisinger frees it over short, right in the middle of 4 Stormy Petrels at the 10-foot line. That one hurts.
That it does, because you had them scrambling around, one arm attempt, one arm saves. And right now, one of the issues for Oglethorpe, attack errors. 5 of them so far on the match. Barry's only had 1, and that's the difference in a 4-point first set.
13-9 Barry. Emily Rapek serving for the Vikings. Rapek serve handled by Zendoya. The set goes to Alfonso, handled by Barry. Quick set, great block by Bassett. Bassett hammers it home. Great block by Bassett. Barry came back at it, left it over the net, and Bassett said, "This one's not coming back."
Bassett's eyes were the size of flying saucers as that ball just kind of lingered over the net, and she goes, "I'm going to make you ladies pay for this," and she absolutely did that with a hammer shot.
Amelia Sangstock checks in for the Stormy Petrels. Sophia Zendoya's serve goes deep. It is 14-10 Barry.
Those are the last ones you want when you got a nice rally, the crowd's into it, and then you get a service error, giving them a free point to go up 4.
Peyton Breisinger serving for the Vikings. Jackie Schneer handles it. Phillips goes outside to Ellie Alfonso. Great placement. John, we talked about this the last match. At 5'5", she is so crafty with how she places balls and picks up kills.
Yeah, she saw an opening and said, "I'm just going to dink this one over," and did exactly that.
Rosenthal goes to Innes. Rapek back sets to Bergen. Bergen a little bit long, and the Stormy Petrels draw to a 14-12 deficit. Kate Rosenthal with the serve. Good serve. Whittle handles it. Rapek goes outside to Innes, who pushes it. Rosenthal cuts in front of Schneer. Looked like Schneer was in position to make the dig. Rosenthal cut in front of her, and that was an error, and it makes it 15-12 Barry.
And Rosenthal tried to one-hand it. Jackie Schneer was absolutely in a bump position to get that ball back into play. Unfortunately, 2 unforced errors out of the last 3 plays.
Jen Ayton checks back in to serve for the Vikings. Phillips goes outside. Alfonso's push gets blocked by Bergen. There's that height differential. 5'5" Alfonso going against a 6'1" Bergen.
And I think Ellie tried to play that one off the block. Unfortunately, didn't have enough pace on there, and it got stuffed right back over the net.
Yeah, you've got to try to wash it off with some tough contact. Ayton's serve handled by Schneer. Schneer back sets Rosenthal from the back row. Blocked by Mallow. Phillips dumps it over. Rapek handles it. Oglethorpe, Alfonso to Phillips, and there's one where she washes it off Bergen's block for the kill.
And that one she went with pace. She said, "No more soft stuff. I'm going to hammer this one home as much as I can." I'm amazed every time I watch Ellie Alfonso with the lift that she gets off the floor to be able to come flying in and just hammer that ball home as hard as she does.
Barry scrambling on Ellie Alfonso's serve. It's going to be a service error, and Oglethorpe cuts it to 16-14 while Alfonso's serving.
They are absolutely in this match. A nice little run here could give them set number 1.
You know, you talked a little earlier about the student contingent coming up from Barry. We look across the way, there's probably over 100 to 150 students from Oglethorpe. This is a huge rivalry. Barry, this is they're each other's rivalry, and both teams fired up here. Bergen serves at 17-14. Goes outside to Schneer. She rips one. Kate Whittle with the diving dig. Mallow tried to go over. Rosenthal, it is touched, and it's going to be another kill for Rosenthal going cross court, like you said, John.
Yeah, she's playing the back line and making them make a choice with a hard line drive coming at you. Do you get out of the way and hope it goes out, or do you try to make a play? And that one, she was fortunate, got the tip and the point.
Caitlin Bassett checks in to play middle blocker. Sophia St. Clair with the serve there. They're going outside to Jazzy Innes, and that one tipped a little bit off the block, but it finds a space, and Barry goes back up 3 again at 18-15. Sophia Zendoya checks in for Sophia St. Clair. Jazzy Innes serving for the Vikings. Short serve handled by Zendoya. Phillips going outside to Schneer. That one ain't coming home, brother.
Poor libero back there, number 19. Kate Whittle had that ball coming at her at about 95 miles an hour. It looked like a Spencer Strider fastball, and she had to get out of the way.
18-16 now. Gabby Phillips serving for the Stormy Petrels. They go at Kate Whittle. Ray Peck dumps it over. Sandoya was there but couldn't handle it. Ellie Alfonso can't come up with it. And again, Barry, every time Oglethorpe answers, Barry takes it back out to a 3-point lead.
That has to be at least the third play by Ray Pack that was dumped over that way that ended up being a point for Barry University.
Kate Whittle serves. Ellie Alfonso handles it. Going outside to Schneer. She hammers it off the block for another kill. John, we've seen her. She can get microwave hot, and that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, she's cooled off a little bit. As you talked about, the kill streak came to an end over the weekend, but she looks in rare form right now. You can tell this is a rivalry game against a ranked opponent, and Jackie's come to play.
Schneer goes to Innes on the serve. Raypeck goes outside to Brissinger, and it is going to be off the block and off the antenna, so it's dead right away. And once again, Oglethorpe cuts it to 2. Barry comes right back and answers. That's a mark of a great team, though, yep. John. There's always a response from a great team.
And this is where Oglethorpe, you can no longer play the 1-and-1 game as you've got the 20-17.
Emily Raypack, the setter for the Vikings, serves. This one's at Ellie Alfonso. Phillips is going to go to Rosenthal. She rips it. This time, Cypress Gunther and Peyton Brissinger are there. It's blocked down to the floor. Barry up 4 now, 21-17 with Emily Raypeck serving.
3 blocks now for Mallow, 2 for Brissinger, 2 for Jazzy Innes as well.
Served to Zendoya, handled, going outside to Alfonso, off the block, and she's going to pick up another kill using that block, and it's 21-18. Amelia Sangstock checking in to play the middle blocker on the front row. Sevilla Zendoya serving down 3. Brissinger handles the serve. Molly Bergen coming up the middle. Oglethorpe scrambling, 2 saves. Phillips rolls the free ball over. A lot of top spin on that one. Got down to the floor in front of Jazzy Innes, and the Oglethorpe crowd explodes as Oglethorpe cuts it to 2 again.
Jackie Schneer has to dive one hand. Kate Rosenthal one hand to save it. And Gabby Phillips, I have no idea how that ball got over the net.
Raypeck goes outside to Brissinger, handled by Phillips. Sangstock goes to Phillips, who dumps it over Bergen quick to Raypeck, who goes outside to Bissinger, and that one goes down the line for a kill. Barry goes back up 3 again.
I'm going to tell you, that front line for Barry has a lot of power. Every time they swing at a ball, there is not a lot of dinking and dunking to get the ball over.
Served by Brissinger. Handled by Oglethorpe. Alfonso rolls it over the block. Whittle handles it from the back row. Raypeck goes to Brissinger at the 10-foot line, but she's going to hit it into the net. And now Legacy Guider is going to check in to serve and play the back line. We've seen her really successful in past matches. We need some good serves here from her, down 22-20.
Yeah, I think a nice little 4-5-0 run would do us very well right here.
Innes with the serve receive. Raypeck goes outside to Bergen, and she hammers it off the Sangstock Alfonso block. It's for a kill. It's 23-20 Barry. Olivia Mallow checks in to the front line at the middle blocker spot, and Jen Ayton checks in to serve from the back row, up 23-20.
Molly Bergen listed at 6'1" out of Cumming. She went to South Forsyth High School. That's a lot of height and a lot of power coming downhill.
First team All-American last year. Oglethorpe goes to Alfonso. It comes off of Bergen's block. Phillips is going to go to Schneer. Schneer is just long. It looked good. Coach Shearer wanted it, but the lines judge said it was just long. It's 24-20 set point with Jen Ayton serving for the Vikings. Ayton's going to serve this one long. A break for Oglethorpe. Can they capitalize? Down 3.
Interesting, Ellie going to go back. Ellie Alfonso with a chance to serve. You're down 3. You got to get this back to a tie match, so it's time. Now, Oglethorpe has not scored more than 1 in a row, seemingly for about 10 points now.
Alfonso served to Innes. She handles it. Brissinger rolls it over from the 10-foot line. Phillips is going to go outside to Schneer. She picks up the kill. It's 24-22. That does break that streak, because you're right. It was at least 10 consecutive single points. We finally pick up 2 at the right time. It's 24-22. Alfonso serves down 2. and that serve flies just long, and that is
Bella Boston, who hasn't played, 6'1". They've got a 6'3" young lady in Lily Tahaley, so they've got a lot of height up there for Barry.
Zendoya with the diving save. Rosenthal dinks one over. Kate Whittle tries to make the dive, but it is not coming back. Rosenthal picks up another kill, this time with a dink. Gabi Phillips with her second serve as the Stormy Petrels open up 1-0 here in the second set. Good serve by Gabi. Rapek goes back set to Olivia Mallow. Handled by Phillips. Rosenthal is going to go deep off that, close to a block, but she hit it over the block and it flew long. It's 1-1.
Yeah, once again, she tried to go back corner, just had a little too much on it. And again, that height for Barry up front, you got to get it high and over them, or you got to go right through them.
Well, and they just brought in more height. Lily Teagle checked in at 6'3".
Oh.
That serve long, point and side out for Oglethorpe. Jackie Schneer to serve with a 2-1 lead. Schneer's serve going cross court. Breisinger handles it. Rapek goes outside to Breisinger. She hammers it off the block, and there Breisinger goes into the net. Rosenthal was like, man, she almost ran into me.
Right.
They had a cutter out of the net on that. The floor official did catch it.
I don't know if you can catch it on video. There's a couple of two students over there, not dressed in Oglethorpe colors, but they are going crazy on every single point.
Schneer's serve going deep right, and it is long. So 3-2, Stormy Petrels up here. Barry cuts into that deficit. Rapek is going to rotate back to serve. A lot of height on that front row. 6'3" Teagle, 6'1" Bergen, 5'11" Breisinger going against Oglethorpe. Rapek's serve handled nicely by Alfonso. The set is to Alfonso. Blocked, but Alfonso pushes it over. Quick to Teagle, blocked by Bassett. Big swing by Bergen, returned by Oglethorpe easily. And guess what? Kate Rosenthal works one off the block. Cross court, goes to the floor. Stormy Petrels up 4-2.
Gabi Phillips amazes me a lot of times. She just comes up with a dig and is talking trash a little bit with the facial expression right before that point was made.
Breisinger with a big swing. This one's going to be tight to the net. Ellie Alfonso tries to go up to a joust against Molly Bergen and cannot come up with it. It's now 4-3 Stormy Petrels over the Vikings. Peyton Breisinger to serve, down 1. Breisinger's jump serve. This one's going to fly long. And now Oglethorpe goes up 2 at 5-3. Legacy Guider checking in to serve and play the back row for the Stormy Petrels.
Yeah, that's a couple of service errors for Barry. So Oglethorpe getting some payback from what they gave away in the first set. Let's see if they can take advantage of it here while on serve.
Guider's serve handled by Whittle. Back row set to Breisinger. She winds up like it's going to be the fastball. She throws the changeup at the 10-foot line in the middle of the defense. It's a point for Barry. 5-4 Stormy Petrels lead. Jen Ayton checks in to serve for Barry.
And you can see the entire back line. Zendoya, Guider, and Schneer, they backed up waiting for the hard hit, and the ball just dropped harmlessly right in front of them.
Zendoya to Phillips. Sangstock takes the kill, pushes it deep. It's touched in. Oglethorpe up 2 again. Kate Whittle comes into the libero's spot. Mallow, Rapek, and Bergen across the front row. Ellie Alfonso serves right at Jazzy Innes. Rapek goes to Mallow. Mallow, beautiful dig by Zendoya. Guider. Alfonso free balls it over from a backline hit. Bergen with a dink. Zendoya dives, cannot come up with it. It is 6-5 Oglethorpe as Barry and Molly Bergen rotates to serve.
A couple of times now they've got him with the dink, has Barry. When you have all that size, you have to prepare, again, for the fastball you talked about. Zendoya makes a great effort. Unfortunately, she's all the way on the back row and could not get to that one.
Beautiful serve receive by Guider. Beautiful quick set by Gabi Phillips. And that quick hit by Amelia Sangstock goes right down the front of the block. Oglethorpe back up 2 again.
I am fascinated with the emotion that swings back and forth on every single point. It's almost like they live and die by every point, but you love to see it, the competitiveness out of both sides.
Sophia St. Clair checks in to serve. She goes deep to Innes. Innes takes the set. This one's going to go off the block. Sophia St. Clair does the best she can to come up with a dig. Can't come up with it. She's going to check out. Sophia Zendoya, the libero, checks in for Oglethorpe. Caitlin Bassett came in and last point checked in to play the middle blocker spot for Oglethorpe. Innes' serve handled by Alfonso. Phillips going outside to Schneer. Schneer dinks it. Bergen comes up with a dig. Tries to get out of the way. The ball comes right off of her back for a double hit.
I have to giggle. I don't think a header is allowed in volleyball. That one went off her forearm, off the back of her head, rolled harmlessly down her back for a point for the Stormy Petrels.
8-6, Gabby Phillips serving for Oglethorpe. Breisinger, Rapek with the dump. Zendoya comes up with it. Joust by Bassett. Schneer goes over. Dink by Bressinger, handled by Phillips. Zendoya goes outside to Schneer. She rolls one over. Innes. Rapeks to Mallow, handled by Oglethorpe. Rosenthal from a standing position, tried to go overhead with a kill from a standing position. This one's in the net. Barry cuts the deficit to 1. Kate Whittle will serve. Lily Teagle checks in for the Vikings. Teagle out of Dallas, Georgia, North Paulding High School. Zendoya with a great serve receive. They're going to set Schneer, who rips one. Whittle handles it. Innes from the back row. And Oglethorpe with a great effort. Again, one-handed a save attempt from Phillips. Zendoya tried to come up with the second play, and Alfonso had dove when Zendoya made that play and couldn't get up to try to get the ball over.
Yeah, she actually made a play on the ball from her stomach on the floor.
8-8 now. It's all knotted up. Whittle's serve handled by Oglethorpe. Alfonso pushes over. Bergen handles it easily. Teagle's blocked back by Bassett and Schneer. Bergen from the back row. I don't think that ever got over. And they are calling it, 4 hits. So great job by Oglethorpe. Great blocking there by Bassett again. Oglethorpe takes the lead at 9-8 as Jackie Schneer rotates to serve.
Doing a really good job getting side outs when they have the opportunity, and even though they're undersized up front, getting blocks and keeping the ball in play.
Schneer, her serve returned over the net by Innes. Oglethorpe can't get a big hit off of it. Vikings go to Brissinger on the outside. She's going to hammer it. The chair official, neither of the lines judges called block or a touch, but the chair official did have it. I thought it was a touch. I really did think it went off Rosenthal. So Barry ties it at 9 as Emily Rapek goes back to serve.
I'm allowed to play Homer here. I'm going to have the black and gold glasses on right now. That ball was not touched. At least from our vantage point, it wasn't.
Rapek goes to Alfonso. Phillips goes back to Alfonso. It's blocked easily by Vikings. This one's going to be back set. Rosenthal rolls it over the block cross court, but too tight, and it's out of bounds as Barry takes its first lead of the second set at 10-9.
Time now to tighten up. You know, you've had a lead pretty much the first half of this second set. Do not want to allow this to get out of hand in any form or fashion.
Rapek's serve into the net, but it rolls over. A kind net rewards her. It is 11-9, Barry, with that favorable roll for the visitors.
Get one of the officials right now to tighten that net just a hair, because that seemed really soft to come over the net.
11-9, Rapek serving with a 2-point lead. Deep serve, Zendoya handles it. Phillips is going to go to Schneer off the back row, and it is going to be in. A little bit off the net, wide of the block, got down on the line for the kill. Schneer picks up another one. It's 11-10, Barry. 1-point deficit as Sophia Zendoya serves. Amelia Sangstock checks in at the middle blocker spot for Oglethorpe. Good serve by Zendoya. Rapek goes to the middle. Bergen is blocked, saved by Breisinger. Innes goes back to Breisinger. Breisinger plants it cross court. Beautiful kill as Barry goes up 2.
Had a great block attempt up front, Sangstock and Rosenthal. Great job there to get the block. Unfortunately, it rebounded right back to Barry for an easy set and kill opportunity.
Breisinger with the kill, now serving at 12-10. Schneer handles her serve. Phillips is going to go back to Rosenthal. She dinks it right to the middle. Barry can't come up with it. Oglethorpe cuts the deficit to 1. Legacy Guider is going to check in for Rosenthal. serve and play the back row.
Kate's done a great job going cross court with a lot of power for the first set and a half. That's the first time she's gone cross court but with touch and had that one drop right in.
Guider, great serve at Innes. Rapek's going to go outside to Innes. Dig by Zendoya is going to go over the net. Can't be retrieved by Oglethorpe as it goes out of bounds. Really big swing by Jazzy Innes. Comes up with the kill. It's 13-11 Barry.
We've seen a lot of impressive ladies in the games that we've done so far. Jazzy Innes might be the most powerful player we've seen so far against Oglethorpe.
Really, really powerful 5'8" outside hitter. Jen Ayton checks in to serve for Barry. She checks in or serves into the net. 13-12 Oglethorpe trails. Ellie Alfonso checks in to serve now for Oglethorpe. 13-12 deficit. Alfonso trying to come up with the tie. Goes at Innes. Rapek sets Bergen. Bergen just inside the back line with her kill. Barry goes up 14-12.
Time now to get a side out and really get back on. We've had a hard time, has Oglethorpe, putting together rallies of more than 1 or 2 points. And you talked about Barry, how good they are, and continue to keep them scrambling.
Guider's pass is tight. Phillips has to scramble. It's free balled over. Innes to Rapek. Goes outside to Mallow. Great save by Alfonso. Phillips goes to Schneer. Rolls one over the block. Breisinger with the save. Bergen pushes one over to the middle. Right in the middle of the defense. Nobody's there. Barry goes up. 15-12 here as Bergen serves for the Vikings.
Have to wipe down the floor a little bit. You've had Sophia Sendoya diving all over the place, trying to make saves, trying to come up with plays. Unfortunately, on that one, on the serve, Legacy Guider's return went a little too deep into the net. They were unable to get a clean play out of it and ended up scrambling and ended up losing the point.
15-12 Barry. Molly Bergen serving for the Vikings. 6'1" right side hitter out of South Forsyth High School and coming. Phillips quick to Sangstock, pushes it. It is going to be inside the back line for a kill. Sangstock does a really nice job of that, and she picks up the kill. It's 15-13. Caitlin Bassett checks in to play the middle blocker spot. Sophia St. Clair checks in for Amelia Sangstock to play the back row and serve.
The 85 officials for Barry on the other side did not agree with that one. Well, that's one that we get back for earlier on.
Sophia St. Clair's short serve goes wide, side out. They really, you can't have those unforced errors when you're playing the 7th-ranked team in the country.
Well, you talk about on attack errors, 12 of them for the match so far for Oglethorpe. What a great, that was almost like Plinko on that one.
Big swing by Brissinger. Great hustle and try by Legacy Guider, but it's going to be another point for Barry. It's now 17-13 as Jazzy Innes goes to serve.
When I said Plinko, the ball ricocheted off of Legacy Guider right to Gabby Phillips, right to Sophia Sendoya to get it over the net.
Guider to Phillips, goes outside to Schneer. She's going to go cross court, take a little bit off. Olivia Mallow with the quick, handled by Guider. Free ball by Alfonso. Schneer's going to roll it deep. Whittle handles it. Rapek goes tight to Mallow, handled by Guider again. Schneer with the big swing. Whittle's pass goes straight up. Rapek hustles. Breisinger free balls it over. Phillips goes back to Bassett. Bassett finds the back left corner for the kill. Oglethorpe cuts the deficit to 2. Really great rally. Great answer by Caitlin Bassett.
Yeah, awesome. Once again, they have found that back left corner really the entire time to be open when they get Barry scrambling. First time that we have seen our girl checking
Briella
in
Kohler checking in for Rosenthal. Kohler gives him a little bit more block from that right side hitter spot. Schneer with the swing. The line judge is going to say, okay, this one said it was inside, but the back judge said it was long. Yep. So point for Barry, side out. Kate Whittle at 18-14 serving here. Whittle serve handled by Schneer. Phillips goes to Schneer. Schneer, he was tight to the net. She didn't have a whole lot she could do with that. Barry's going to go up 5 at 19-14. Coach Shear's second set. Oglethorpe needs a side out. Zendoya handles the Whittle serve. Phillips is going to go tight to Briella Kohler. The first opportunity goes to the floor. It's a kill by Kohler. That is a nice job on her first set here after checking in. 19-16, I guess it's 19-15, Schneer serving. Raypack goes outside to Bressinger. Schneer can't handle it. Big swing by Peyton Bressinger makes it 20-15 Barry.
That one, Jackie made a great diving attempt. Looked like the ball went in between her arms and hit off her thigh area. Unable to get that ball back in play. And Barry up 5, up 1-0.
Raypack served deep. Zendoya handles it. Phillips going to go back row set to Schneer. She pounds it off the block. Whittle handles it. Going to go outside to Bergen. Gabby Phillips can't handle that cross-court kill. It's 21-15 Barry. We saw Peyton Bressinger with the big kill a minute ago. She leads the team with 124, hitting 263 on the year for Barry. Raypack with her second attempt here. 21-15 Barry leads. Phillips goes to Alfonso. She's going to roll one off the top of the block. Lily Teagle with a quick, handled by Zendoya. It's popped up. Alfonso and Phillips look at each other. Unfortunately, the ball hits the floor. They're a little out of sorts right here, down 7.
Yeah, a lot of power for Barry has got Oglethorpe scrambling. That was one where Alfonso and Gabby Phillips said, you get it, I get it, nobody gets it.
Zendoya with the serve receive. Phillips is going to go to Schneer at the 10-foot line. Schneer hammers it just around the block, but going around the block, hits it out of bounds. Danielle Scheer is going to take a timeout here.
Has tournament, the lower seed, if you keep having that belief later into the game, the pressure starts to mount for the top seed team there. Gabby Phillips looked like may have been in the net there. Point for Barry. They've got set point right here with a chance to go up 2-0.
Emily Raypack, the setter, serving for the Vikings to try to take the second set. Raypack, hard serves, and Zendoya handles it. Phillips is going to go outside to Alfonso. She's going to rip one down the line. It is in for a kill. Really nice job going tight down the line. Raypack, the setter, was in that back right spot and obviously was moving up to set. Alfonso finds the floor. It's 24-16. Zendoya trying to keep Oglethorpe in the second set. Her serve handled by Innes. Raypack goes outside to Bressinger, off the block. Alfonso saves it. Phillips goes to Kohler. Kohler hammers it off Teagle's block. It's a kill, her second kill in 2 attempts. It's 24-17 now, Oglethorpe down.
Go back to my basketball analogy. When the lower seed hits shots, suddenly that top seed starts to think about it.
Bergen with the quick from Raypack, puts it to the floor. Barry wins this one 25-17. Now we'll have to see if Oglethorpe.
The only thing I could do for 25 minutes straight is take a nap. Holy, I can't imagine running an 8K.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing. Jackie Schneer, first kill attempt here in the third set. Finds the floor, big swing, powerful hit. Oglethorpe goes up 1-0 here in the third. That's a nice looking response.
In between sets, the Oglethorpe women gathered kind of center court and talked, and you could see Ellie Alfonso imploring them, hey, let's go out and make a match of this. It's not over yet.
Innes' serve receive. Mallow quicks it over. Goes outside to Alfonso. Brysinger saves it with a dig. Raypack's hustling. Brysinger free balls it over with an overhand. Zendoya handles it. Back set to Kohler. Comes off the block. Raypack now to Molly Bergen. Molly Bergen tries to dink it over and can't get it over the net. It's now a point for Oglethorpe at 2-0. We saw the substitution. Briella Kohler came in for Kate Rosenthal and got 2 kills in her first 2 attempts. She's still in there playing the right side hitter spot. Schneer's serve is going to be long. Again, can't afford that service air. It is aggressive but long. It's 2-1. Oglethorpe leads, and Molly Bergen, the right side hitter for the Vikings, goes back to serve.
6 service errors on the match so far for Oglethorpe. That's just free points you're giving away.
Very uncharacteristic. And then Molly Bergen hammers one in the net, and somehow it rolls over. We've seen the visitors with the favorable home court roll today. Bergen's ace drops over the net, off the net. It's 2-2 now, and Bergen with their second attempt here in the third set. Alfonso handles her serve easily. Phillips goes outside to Alfonso. She hits it off the block. Bassett recovers. Briella Kohler is going to roll one cross court. Handled by Bergen. Quick by Mallow. Saved by Phillips. This one's going off the post. Kohler tries to save it but can't come up with it. Barry's going to take the 3-2 lead here in the third with Bergen serving.
And that, unfortunately, the difference in the match right now. Runs for Barry, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, and Oglethorpe seemingly it's just one and done when they're able to score points.
Ellie Alfonso handles the serve receive. Backside set to Schneer. Kate Whittle saves it. Barry comes up with it. Quick to Bassett. She hammers it off Mallow's block attempt. Bassett with another kill. Really hitting well from the front line today.
Well, and you could see her call for that one. I don't know what their call is for short, but she was screaming at Gabby Phillips, me, and she got it and comes through with a big point.
Phillips with a great quick set. Serve goes at Brysinger. Rapek goes outside to Innes. Is not going to get over the net. Oglethorpe with the point. They go up 4-3. Sophia Zendoya now with her second serve attempt here in the third set. Need a big serve from Zendoya. Brysinger makes a diving dig. Rapek goes outside to Mallow on that swing hit. She hammers it over the block of Alfonso and Sangstock for the kill. Barry ties it up. Jazzy Innes now to serve at 4-all.
That's one the Stormy Petrels a couple of matches ago against Birmingham Southern had problems with that swing hit and did once again there.
Well, Barry helps us again. Innes hits this serve into the net. It's 5-4 Oglethorpe. Legacy Guider's going to check in to serve and play the back line. She's checking in for Briella Kohler. Guider has been a strong server this year. Good, strong serve there. Brissinger handles it. She's going to dink over, and once again, all the four defenders on their heels expecting Peyton Brissinger to hammer one, and she dinks it right into the middle at the 10-foot line for another point. It's 5-all. Jen Ayton checks in to serve and play the back row. Lily Teagle checks in to play the middle blocker on the front row. Ayton serve handled by Schneer. Quick to Sangstock, handled by Bergen. Rapek tries to dump. This time Sangstock reads it and says, you're not going to do that again. Oglethorpe goes back up 6-5. Great heads-up play by Amelia Sangstock.
Yeah, really good there by Sangstock, able to kind of read that, hey, we've done some of these quick sets, and she was able to stuff that one right at the net.
Alfonso uses the net, but dug by Innes. There's a call. It is going to be a double hit on Barry on that diving pass attempt. So Oglethorpe goes up 2 now. Ellie Alfonso serving. Goes at Innes again. Rapek goes back on that swing set to Bergen. Saved by Zendoya, but it goes over. Rapek goes outside to Brissinger. Brissinger hits this one in the net. And Oglethorpe goes up 3 now as Ellie Alfonso is going to serve her second time here in the third set. Oglethorpe up 8-5. Confusion. She splits the Vikings defense with a great serve as Peyton Brissinger and Jazzy Innes look at each other. It's an ace. It's 9-5 Oglethorpe. Alfonso goes right back there. Peyton Brissinger to Rapek. Goes back to Brissinger. Hammers it off the block. Legacy Guider handles it. Outside set to Schneer. Schneer goes over the block. Saved by Barry. Sangstock now goes long. Whittle tries to save it. Barry saves it. Free ball over. Zendoya is going to go to Sangstock. She pushes it off the block. Barry with 3 pity-pat hits. Somehow gets it over and somehow dumps it in front of the defense. Barry cuts it to 9-6 Oglethorpe lead.
Such a disappointing point there. Sangstock had a great kill attempt. Ball is past the back line. Jazzy Innes able to get one hand on it, and Barry flips it back over to cut it to 3.
Rapek, she serves in the net, so kind of uncharacteristic for both teams. Oglethorpe is typically a really strong team. You talked about their service errors. Now Barry with 3 service errors almost in a row here.
Yeah, 6-6 now total for service errors between, and you're absolutely right, Barry with 3 of them right here in the third set.
Sophia St. Clair's serve handled by Innes. Bergen dumps over again. You know, Danielle Shearer is a defensive-minded coach. I'm sure this is just killing her to see her defense on its back heels and letting balls dump in front of them. It's now 10-7. Oglethorpe still leads. Peyton Brissinger serving for Barry. Jump serve. Goes at Legacy Guider. Handled easily. Phillips set. Goes out to Schneer. It ain't coming back. Really goes hard cross court for the kill. Oglethorpe up 4 as Gabby Phillips goes back to serve. Briella Kohler checks in to play the right side hitter spot for Legacy Guider.
That's now 8 kills for Jackie Schneer. Interesting, Kate Rosenthal has not been in at all here in the third set.
Brissinger to Raypack. Innes with a soft hit handled by Oglethorpe. Goes back to Kohler. Kohler drills it down the front of the 6'3" Lily Teagle. Kohler with their third kill in 4 attempts. And Barry troops and telling them to hang in there. Phillips goes to Whittle. Whittle's pass takes Raypack tight. Nice dig by Zendoya off the dink. Schneer's going to hit one off the block. This one's going to find the floor. Oglethorpe goes up 13-7.
Now notice that one, Zendoya played a little bit tighter to the net. Instead of playing way on the back row when it came to the spike attempt, she played the dink this time, able to come up with a one-handed save. Now she has to unfortunately go on the floor and wipe up kind of the wet area where she dove and kind of slid across the floor like it was a slip and slide.
Great diving save. And now would you get your floor, please? Gabby Phillips serving at 13-7. Oglethorpe lead. They go at Whittle deep. Raypack goes outside to Innes with the big swing. And it gets to the floor in front of Ellie Alfonso. It is now 13-8. Oglethorpe leads. Kate Whittle will serve for the Vikings.
I'm not sure what the dance was. It was just happening on the Barry sideline. Jazzy Innes, when she swings, is bringing the ball she's bringing her arm all the way back.
Yeah, it's like the old Iron Mike pitching machine.
Right.
You and I remember that. But that she really does. I saw that too. I mean, she really puts her hand in the back right pocket and comes all the way around. Well, Oglethorpe up 14-8 here. Jackie Schneer serving. She's going to go deep to Peyton Brissinger. Raypack goes to Molly Bergen, handled by Oglethorpe. Phillips is going to set Kohler. Kohler with a beautiful dink. Tight cut to the net. And Oglethorpe goes up 15-8 with Schneer serving a second. Peyton Brissinger is going to dry the floor for Barry, and that is just great placement from Kohler.
Kohler has played tremendous. She did the opening match we did here, came in for Kate Rosenthal then and had a great impact. Hasn't played a ton since then, but today she's been the perfect elixir on the front line.
And when you can ill afford it, Schneer hits that one into the net. Kohler, a sophomore, a 5'10 sophomore out of Shalimar, Florida. I think if I remember correctly, that was in the Panhandle when we looked that up. 15-9, Barry is down. Bergen's going to serve. Jump serve goes at Zendoya. Zendoya to Phillips. She's going to back set Kohler. Kohler hammers it. I'm telling you, the sophomore has come to play today.
Yeah, she has played a tremendous match and has really been the difference here in this third set. Dinking, killing, coming up with big blocks, and just being a deterrent at the net.
16-9, Zendoya goes to Brissinger in the serve. Innes. Oh, how about a break there? Innes goes cross court with the kill, but Sophia Zendoya makes a diving dig that goes over the net, down the line where nobody is there for Barry. Oglethorpe now 17-9. Zendoya's serve has Barry scrambling. They do get it over. Zendoya goes tight. Sangstock dumps one in. Raypack dumps one. Zendoya saves it. Phillips goes outside to Alfonso, handled by Whittle. Raypack goes back outside. Innes with a nice changeup on that. She didn't dink it, but she just took a little bit off of her kill, found the floor. Barry cuts the deficit to 7. Oglethorpe up 17-10 as Innes serves.
Yeah, the crowd is definitely into this match now as we have been going back and forth.
Mallow blocked back. Amelia Sangstock pushed one over. Barry recovered. They set Mallow up the middle, and Sangstock roof blocked her. It goes to the floor. Oglethorpe up 18-10. Legacy Guider checks in for Sangstock to serve here.
Be interesting. Guider has been coming with straight heat on her serves. Let's see if he takes a little bit off on this one.
She didn't. It was a little bit long, but you were right. She has come in and done a really nice job. That one just sailing a little bit long. She was really throwing heat. That was like just, if she throws a 95 mile an hour fastball, yeah, that was about an 88 miler. It just went long. 18-11, Oglethorpe leads. Jen Eaton subs in to serve for Barry. Schneer handles it. Phillips going outside to Alfonso. She goes cross court, handled by Breisinger. Rapek goes to Breisinger, handled nicely on the dig by Zendoya. Goes outside to Alfonso, blocked by Barry. Has Oglethorpe scrambling. Rapek dumps it over. Now Teagle dumps it over. It's going to be a joust. Sangstock joust. Schneer, great play. Barry scrambling. Breisinger goes off the block of Phillips, and Sangstock finally gets the point and a big rally. And as you can hear, folks, this is a highly active crowd for both sides. It's 18-12 Barry trails. Oglethorpe leads here in the third set.
They are oohing and ahhing literally on every hit.
Ayton goes at Zendoya. Phillips with the set. She's going to go to Schneer on the back row. She goes tight. Innes has to dive. Rapek goes outside to Brissinger. And down the line, Schneer's dive can't come up with it. And Danielle Scheer is going to take a timeout here. Nice job taking away the momentum a little bit. Oglethorpe on the serve receive. Ayton goes deep. Zendoya handles it. Phillips going outside to Alfonso. She's going to go down the line. It is just long. And Alfonso's attack air. That's the 16th of the match for the team. It's 18-14 Barry with Jen Ayton. They need a side out right here. Can the Stormy Petrels get the side out? Zendoya, her pass is high. Schneer has to walk around the official to get the ball. Oglethorpe free balls it over. Breisinger hammers it off the block. Geider, Schneer, and now Zendoya frees it over. Bergen to Rapek. Outside to Bissinger. Nice coverage by Geider. This one's going to go to Alfonso. Rapek, pushed by Teagle, handled by Schneer. Sangstock tries to dink it over. The 6'3 Teagle and the 5'10 Breisinger block it down. Barry cuts it to 3. Oglethorpe needs a side out. They just need to be a little bit resilient here and get the side out. Ayton going down the line to Schneer. Phillips scrambling with the set. Schneer is going to go cross court short. Rapek goes outside to Brissinger. She's going to go down the line, and it is out. That's a nice side out there. Oglethorpe needed it. It's 19-15 Oglethorpe.
Got a little bit fortunate on that one. The kill was there, hit it just wide, did Barry, but side out with a chance now to put some pressure on him with Ellie Alfonso serving.
Innes with the serve receive. Rapek going on that swing to Bergen. That's been really effective against Oglethorpe this year. That swing hit, that middle blocker going to the outside behind the setter. In this case, Rapek does a nice job getting it to Teagle, who puts it to the floor.
It's almost nothing you could do there. Your defense is scrambling from right to left. Your back line's trying to move over, and the ball comes flying right back where you once were.
Rapek with a great set on that one. Rapek with a good serve. Phillips scrambling a little bit. Schneer's going to go cross court with the dink, handled by Barry. Rapek goes outside, handled by the block. Schneer now rolls one over. Innes with a diving save frees it over. Zendoya, Alfonso's going to hit it off the block. A diving save by Innes. Rapek with a save. Whittle free balls it over deep. Alfonso to Phillips. Her quick on the back. She did a back quick. Sangstock came behind her, but the set was just a little long. It's going to be an attack error for Oglethorpe. Barry cuts the deficit to 19-17 with Rapek serving again for Barry.
This is where, again, you have to find a way to get a side out, put the pressure back on Barry to make plays.
Rapek to Zendoya on the serve receive. They're going to set Alfonso up the middle on the back row. She hits it off the block for another kill. Oglethorpe will go up 20-17. Caitlin Bassett checks into the front row to play middle blocker. Sophia St. Clair checks in to play the back row and serve. Up 20-17 here in the third set. St. Clair, good serve. Innes handles it. Rapek goes outside to Brissinger. Off a nice block from Bassett and Phillips, but it was just wide. Barry cuts the deficit to 2. Zendoya checks back in at the libero spot. Alfonso, Geider, and Zendoya on serve receive. This is a good serve receive. Breisinger goes at Geider, who handles it nicely. The set's outside to Schneier. She rips it cross court. Jazzy Ennis has no answer. We needed that kill from Schneier, and we got it. It's 21-18 Oglethorpe. Briella Kohler checks in at the right side hitter spot. Gabby Phillips rotates back as the setter and the server up 3. Good serve. Whittle handles it. Rapek goes outside. Ennis is blocked. Breisinger tries to dump it over, handled by Oglethorpe. Schneier now is going to cut it cross court. Ennis tries to save it. It can't be saved. Schneier picks up another kill. Oglethorpe now goes out to a 4-point lead at 22-18.
I got nervous. Their libero, number 19, Kate Whittle, went diving. I said, oh, that stanchion doesn't move or lose. Luckily for her, she slid by it.
Breisinger. Oh, wow, that is a tough call. I'm telling you, we're sitting cross court, and I could see black between the line and the ball, and it was right in front of the lines judge, and she called it in.
Ellie Alfonso right there in front of it, not happy at all. Again, those 2 gentlemen sitting close. They're playing official. That's a fortunate call for Barry and a side out.
Whittle's serve handled by Oglethorpe. Jackie Schneier rips it. She wants a block. She wants a call off the block. That same official says no. It's 22-20 Oglethorpe. They just need a side out here as Kate Whittle serves for Barry. Zendoya to Phillips to Kohler on the outside, handled by Whittle. Rapek goes outside to Ennis, blocked nicely by Kohler. They're going to backline set Breisinger off the net, but handled by Oglethorpe. Zendoya goes outside to Kohler. She's going to dink it, saved by Barry. Alfonso gets it. Sets outside to Schneier. She's going cross court, saved by Whittle. Bassett says no way. The Barry pass came over the net. Bassett hammered it home. Oglethorpe up 3.
That is 2 of those she's had in the match where the ball just is kind of floating over the net, and there is no, hey, I'm going to try to save it. Timeout on the floor.
Oglethorpe up 23-20. She's going to go to Breisinger. Rapek goes backside. Big swing. Briella Kohler tried to come up with the dig. That was a really nice big swing from Bella Boston. Hasn't had a lot of time. She put that one down. Barry cuts it 23-21. Oglethorpe leads. Molly Bergen serving now down 2. This serve handled by Zendoya, going outside to Alfonso. Alfonso's going to hammer it off the block for a big point.
That was huge. Gabby Phillips set that one up where Ellie Alfonso could do what she does best, play it off the block with a lot of pace. That ball came flying up by the scorer's table, and now you got a chance to serve for set point.
Zendoya, deep serve handled by Breisinger. Back set on that swing. Mallow puts it down. Sangstock and Alfonso with the block. It came off the block, and Briella Kohler had the responsibility of the short ball. She dove but couldn't come up with it. It's 24-22 Oglethorpe. Jazzy Ennis trying to hold off the Stormy Petrels. Short serve. Schneier passes it tight to the net. Phillips can't handle it. It's 24-23 now. Oglethorpe still with a set point. Ennis trying to fight off the set point with her serve. Goes at Schneier. Better pass. Goes to Phillips. Alfonso hits one. Barry now. Rapek tried to dump it. Sangstock saw it. Alfonso dinks it over. Bergen quick to Rapek, outside to Brissinger. She hits it long, and Oglethorpe has taken the third set 25-23, and I tell you what I love grow up a little bit here in the fourth set. Phillips, great serve to start. Brissinger handles, leaves it for Rapek deep. Ellie Alfonso with a nice dig. Phillips goes back to Kohler, who cuts it hard. Rapek has to save it. Brissinger free balls it over to Ennis, who rolls it over. Zendoya now with the pass set. Schneier rolls one over. Backline set to Brissinger. She dumps it over, but Kohler is there. This time outside, hammered by Schneier off the block, handled by Barry. Mallow with a push. handled by Phillips. Going outside to Kohler again. She goes off the block. Has Barry scrambling. Their free goes over. Alfonso now is going to hit from the 10-foot line, but she is long, and Barry takes the 1-0 lead here in the fourth set.
Well, you could see the fight right there, and interesting. Briella Kohler again gets the start in the fourth set. I look down on the bench. Kate Rosenthal looks like she's fine. She's just off in the corner right now, just been replaced as Kohler has had a very, very good match.
Molly Bergen now serving, up 1-0 here in the fourth. Sendoya with a nice pass. Phillips goes outside. That ball might be a little wet because as it hit her hands, it jostled through. It's a double hit. Barry's going to go up 10-0 here. They need to dry that ball off.
They threw that one out of play immediately and got a new dry ball in the match. It's definitely warm in here today.
Well, the crowd has really brought the warm temperatures in here, even though it's a little bit cooler outside. Briella Kohler with a big swing, handled by Whittle. Mallow with the quick, saved by Phillips and Schneer. Ball goes free over. Whittle goes outside. Innes, handled by Oglethorpe. Phillips now goes to Bassett, pushed, handled by Barry. Innes off the block. Kohler and Bassett with a nice job on the block. Came off their hands, though. Ellie Alfonso tried to scramble and save it, but couldn't. It's 3-0 Barry.
I'd almost punch an early timeout if I was Coach Shearer. Just feeling a little momentum right now on the Barry side. She's obviously trusting her young ladies, though, to make a play.
Bergen with the jump serve. This one just clears the net. Schneer handles it. Phillips goes out to Schneer. Schneer rips it. Barry handles it. Rapek tries to dump it. Schneer saw it, made a play on it. It went off of her hand, but that attempt knocked it away from Sophia Sendoya, who might have been there. She was moving in that direction. It's 4-0 Barry. Bergen has served 3 straight points. Now trying to get her fourth, up 4-0. Hard serve, handled by Sendoya. Phillips goes to Alfonso in the back row. Barry's left flat-footed. It goes in for a kill. Oglethorpe gets the needed side out. It's 4-1 Barry. Schneer with the serve now.
Beautiful shot there by Ellie Alfonso. Saw the defense spread apart there on the back line. Went right down the middle with a nice soft touch.
Serve to Brissinger, who goes to Rapek. Mallow hits it over the block, but Oglethorpe handles it. Briella cuts it. Briella Kohler cuts it across court. Molly Bergen can't handle it. Once again, the sophomore now 5 kills. I think it was 5 kills or 6 kills in 10 attempts. She's hitting 600. Schneer's up 4-2 down. Oglethorpe's got the deficit. Schneer with the jump serve goes at Innes. Rapek going to the back row to Peyton Brissinger, but guess who's there? If you're watching, you can see who got that one because we've already said it. Caitlin Bassett loves the block, and she got the roof block on that one. It's 4-3 Barry now. Schneer serving down 1. Great serve at Jazzy Innes. Emily Rapek scrambling. Innes rolls a soft one over the block. Phillips going outside to Alfonso. She goes down the line for the kill. And Oglethorpe's got a lot of fight in him as they've tied it at 4.
Well, I guess we didn't need a timeout. We just needed to get a side out and get back on serve. The young ladies are just back playing some tremendous volleyball right now. And you can see the belief is there.
I think the scoreboard's wrong. I really thought we served at 4-3. They still have it 4-3. Innes goes all over the block. Phillips tries to recover it. It's 5-3 according to the scoreboard, Barry.
I think they have the scoreboard off because I've got the official score on the Oglethorpe website, and it's showing 5-4.
Sendoya to Phillips to Kohler, but this time the sophomore is blocked by Olivia Mallow and Peyton Brissinger.
That's the first time Briella Kohler's tried to have a spike and a kill directly at the block. She did cut that one. Unfortunately, it was sent back at her.
6-3 Barry. Phillips going back row to Schneer, handled by Barry. Rapek goes quick to Mallow, handled by Oglethorpe. Phillips goes outside to Alfonso, who dumps it over for the point. It should be 6-5 right now. Okay,
now
they got it.
Yep.
They did get it correct. It's 6-5. Barry leads. Sophia Sendoya serving down 1. Sendoya, Whittle with the serve receive. Back set to Mallow on that swing play, and Mallow puts it down. Oglethorpe defense can't come up with it. It's 7-5 Barry. Lily Teagle, the 6'3" middle blocker, checks in for Barry. Kate Whittle will serve for Barry, up 2 at 7-5 here in the fourth set. Whittle handled by Schneer on the serve receive. Set goes to Alfonso on the outside. Teagle and Rapek block it right back to the floor. It's a point for Barry, up 8-5. Whittle now with their second serve, up 8-5. Whittle going at Ellie Alfonso, tight to the net. Really nice kill. Amelia Sangstock, great set by Gabby Phillips. Sangstock gets Phillips quick set, puts it to the floor for the kill, cuts the deficit to 2 as Legacy Guider checks in to serve.
And she called for that one. She said, I want it. Gabby Phillips put it right on the net for her, and she hammered one home to cut it 8-6.
Guider with another good fastball serve. Innes to Rapek. Teagle comes up with the swing. Phillips trying to get the ball. Alfonso's going to tight it. Cross court, handled by Barry. Bergen rolls one over. Guider handles it. Phillips quick to Sangstock, handled by Barry and Whittle. Brasinger goes to the outside hit. It goes off the Sangstock block to the floor for a kill for Barry. That Brasinger kill puts Barry up 9-6 as Emily Rapek, the setter for the Vikings, goes back to serve, up 3.
Again, they've done a great job, has Barry, making Oglethorpe's defense move side to side and use that swing spike to be able to get points.
Rapek jump serves, handled by Schneer. Phillips quick to Sangstock, pounds it off a Teagle's block attempt. Rapek goes back to Bergen. Saved, diving by Guider. Saved by Zendoya, but this one's going to come up by us. And it's going to be a point for Barry as they go up 10-6.
I don't know if they'll allow us to play it. We probably had a better chance on that one than anybody else.
It is 10-6 Barry. Emily Rapek with a good jump serve on that last one. Up 4, Vikings serving. Rapek will jump again. This one down the middle, handled by Schneer. Going outside to Alfonso. She'll hit it off the block. Innes with a pass to Rapek. They're going to dink by Brasinger. Legacy Guider. The ball tipped off the block. Guider had a really hustle, made a diving play, but couldn't come up with it. It's 11-6 Barry.
So they've cut a 4-0 deficit back to 4 apiece. You're now down 5. You got to figure out a way for a side out and a couple of service points to get back in this fourth set.
Rapek handled by Zendoya, but she puts it too tight to the net. Phillips, nice play. Barry, Teagle off the block. Phillips to Alfonso, blocked by Barry again. Phillips, this time back line to Schneer. Schneer hits this one just a little long. It's 12-6 Barry.
And Coach Scherer going to call a timeout on
Rapek's jump serve goes to Zendoya. Beautiful pass. Phillips goes outside to Alfonso. She's going to hammer it off the box. Saved by Barry. Bergen gets it. Hammered back at her and off the face of Rapek as Amelia Sangstock with another beautiful roof block goes right back off the face of Rapek, and Oglethorpe got the much-needed side out. A great timeout by Danielle Scherer there to stop the momentum. It's 12-7. Barry leads. Ellie Alfonso serving down 5. Good serve goes at Peyton Brisinger. Rapek goes outside to Brisinger. Brisinger hammers it.
That was a perfect set, and again had Oglethorpe scrambling. Great bump, great set, and a great kill for Barry as they're back up 6 now, 13-7 here in set number 4.
Again, Rapek had 33 assists through the third set. She set the school record with 50 in a 4-set match the other day. Schneer's big hit is returned by Barry, dinked by Barry, and diving Legacy Guider and Jackie Schneer can't come up with it. Those kind of plays have killed them tonight. Again, when Barry has dinked, it's been really effective because they swing and hit so hard on a normal hit. Brisinger with the jump serve. Guider to Alfonso. Schneer's going to dink it over, handled by Rapek. Whittle is going to pass it to Bergen, who dinks it off the block, saved by Zendoya. Phillips is going to go to a backline hit by Alfonso. Her timing was way off on that one. She hit that one into the net. 15-7 now, Barry, up by 8. pulling out a little bit. Oglethorpe needs a side out and a little bit of run themselves. Peyton Brissinger with the jump serve again. Legacy Guider, perfect pass. Phillips to Sangstock for the kill. And let me tell you, everybody's going to say Amelia Sangstock with a – wow, that line judge was saying that the ball
like
was
touched.
touched.
Yeah.
And both of these officials are saying no.
And she just
gave the point to Barry.
Got overruled and never said another word.
16-7 Barry. Don't know about that one. Phillips goes outside to Schneer, who hammers it for another kill. Gets the side out they need. Oglethorpe really needs a service run by Sophia St. Clair, who's going to check in to serve here. Caitlin Bassett, who's been really great at the net on blocks and some kills, now checks in at the middle blocker spot. St. Clair goes short, handled by Innes. Quick to Teagle, splits the defense. St. Clair and Alfonso looking at each other as it hits the floor. 17-8. They really needed a point there.
Yeah.
Barry's got the momentum. Their crowd's getting into it now. Up 9. Jen Ayton checks in to serve, and Olivia Mallow checks in at the middle blocker spot on the front row.
Sophia Sandoya back in for St. Clair. She'll be on the back line.
Guider off the serve receive. Phillips to Schneer, who rolls one over. Free ball. Rapek, Bergen. It's a kill. Barry goes up 19-8. And Danielle Scheer is going to take a timeout here to try for Barry. Ayton goes to Alfonso. Phillips sets outside to Schneer, dinks it over. Rapek tries to make the diving play. This one's going to be out. And Oglethorpe gets the point they need. Briella Kohler checks back in to play the right side hitter spot on the front row as Gabby Phillips, goes back to the back row and will set from there. Also serve down 18-9.
We'll see if Gabby can go on a little run. Really good left-handed server. See what she can get going.
Nice serve. They're going at Jazzy Innes. Rapek sets Mallow. Handled by Oglethorpe. Phillips going outside to Schneer. Went off the net. There was no touch. She hit it around the block, but cut it a little bit too much. Went out of bounds. It's 19-9 Barry.
If there's been 8 50-50 balls or 50-50 calls, every single one of them has gone for Barry. I don't think Oglethorpe has got a single call, and you'd like to think they'd get that on their home court.
Almost all of them with that same side judge. This time there's no call to be made. Jackie Schneer hammers one. Kate Whittle, the libero for Barry, tries to come up with it, has no chance. It's 19-10. Barry leads. Schneer goes back to serve. You love to see that fire. She's going to fight to the end. Schneer goes at Jazzy Innes again. Rapek goes outside to Innes. She hammers a kill right at Gabby Phillips, who can't handle it. You talked about that big arm swing. It generates a lot of power for the 5'8" outside hitter.
She's as good as I've seen in the conference so far.
Innes handled by Zendoya. Briella Kohler rips one right through the block again. Kohler with another kill. That was a great move by Danielle Scheer.
Yeah.
She's clearly seen what Kohler's doing in practice, went to her, and she's given her some great play tonight. 20-11, Oglethorpe trails. Zendoya serving down 9. Whittle to Rapek. Mallow hits it off the block. Zendoya can't come up with the ball off the block. Barry up 10 again, 21-11 as Lily Teagle checks in. Same
thing, the swing spike is getting them every single time. Most of the time it's going cross court. That time they went swing, but right at Sophia Sandoya, who is on the closest baseline over here.
Kate Whittle, cross court serve, handled easily by Ellie Alfonso. Quick set to Sangstock, handled by Barry. Quick set by Teagle, blocked back at her by Sangstock. Brissinger goes cross court. Alfonso handles it. She's going to rip it off the block. Whittle handles it. Rapek with the dump. It looked like Oglethorpe was going to be fine. They recovered. They passed to where the setter would be, except the setter wasn't there, and the right side hitter couldn't handle it. 22-11, Barry leads. Whittle serving. Schneer handles it. They go quick to Sangstock, and she puts it down on the floor. She's doing a really nice job, as has Caitlin Bassett from the middle hitter spot. And now we see Kate Rosenthal checking back into the ball game. She's going to play the right side hitter spot. Maddie Drawdy checking in now. Checking in not only to serve, but she'll set for Oglethorpe, down 22-12. Joust at the net. Drawdy is going to set Rosenthal. It's going to be blocked back, handled by Oglethorpe. Alfonso is going to go from the back row, handled by Whittle. Raypack to Teagle. She pushes it over, handled by Zendoya. Schneer's going to hit from the back row. Outside again to Brissinger, and I'm telling you, she's had a great match.
Yeah.
This one tight, hard hit ball right in the vicinity of Ellie Alfonso, who tried to do what she could do but couldn't come up with it.
Peyton Brissinger now with 19 total kills. She also leads the team in digs as well. She's having an All-American type match.
Really great match. 23-12, Emily Raypack serving for Barry. Zendoya to Drawdy to Alfonso. She pushes it. Raypack handles it. Whittle's going to go outside to Peyton Brissinger. And this time, after hammering one, she goes with the changeup right in front of the defense. It's 24-12, and now it's set point and match point for Barry, up 24-12 here in the fourth. Raypack, handled by Schneer. Drawdy goes outside to Rosenthal, blocked back, saved by Zendoya. Drawdy with a nice play going over. Raypack goes outside to Peyton Brissinger. Drawdy now is going to go back to Alfonso, off the block to the floor, and that's the ball game as Barry wins this 4-set 25.